welcome to the UK Games Expo live stream. My name is Millie. Up above me is Kate, UK Games Expo marketing manager, and we are joined, this way, I don't know. We are joined today by Dave from the Game Shop Aldershot. How are you doing, folks? This week we're going to get a nice little tour of the game shop, see what it's like in there. First of all, Dave, tell us where you are. Where are you?
Well, the game shop is in Aldershot, which is in the south of England. We're about 20 minutes from Guildford or 40 minutes out of Waterloo. We used to be the home of the British Army, and now we're the home of the best game shop in the south. Modestly.
I love it. Love the pride in local game stores. It's brilliant. So do you? Look, the Game Shop Aldershot has commented
that's cute.
Dave is the best boss ever, but he is asking if he's done that right.
Good work, Theo.
Good job, Theo. One of the things we found out about lots of local game shops is that they have some really passionate staff, and I'm guessing that Theo is one of them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Theo's going to be our second cameraman for today.
Awesome.
And we've got Jack, who is working the counter and making sure we're not too interrupted by our loyal customers when they come in.
Marvellous.
So do you, I know a lot of game shops around the UK, some folks are very broad in their feature, or some folks are quite niche. What's it like at the game shop?
We're pretty broad. The game shop has been one of the longest continuous running game stores in the country. And as a result, we've just carried bits of almost everything over the time. And for my part, I love games of all kinds. At any point someone goes, "Oh, are you this sort of gamer?" The answer for me is inevitably yes. I love role-playing and board games and collectible card games, miniature games and war games, all of them. And our staff reflects that. We have people that specialise in all sorts of different parts of the hobby, and everyone's really passionate about the games that they love and the games that our customers love.
And
sorry, we're still trying to slay the soup dragon, which briefly took over Millie's feed earlier.
We can see here that we can see your desk there with some of the Exit games right at the front. How are they? They've been super popular for distance gaming, haven't they?
Absolutely. That's why we moved them to the front. For a lot of the lockdown, we've been closed except for click and collect and people arranging to come in and pick stuff up from us. So we put them front and center so that we could get people to notice them straight away. We have a whole display stand of other games that are great to social distance with as well, which I can show you guys in a bit.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. And you are open for...
You are now open, yeah. More or less as usual. We're open from 10 till 6 every day except Sunday at the moment. And we're still offering local pickup and mail order for all sorts of bits and pieces. We have a fairly limited mail order service because our head office does it extremely well. So luckily we don't have to do it to the same degree that they do.
There is a staff member behind the desk.
Yeah, that's Jack.
Jack,
I think
hi,
Theo
Jack.
is now... Oh, pan back to Jack, please.
Smooth, very good, like it.
Nice. So yeah, we've got some face masks there. I can see a little bit of hand sanitizer and stuff. So you were all prepared to keep everybody safe, but also gaming.
Absolutely. We're asking people to wear face coverings whenever they're in the store. Obviously, I'm not going to because I'm live on Twitch. Yeah, we're asking people to do that. We're offering hand sanitizer and we're limiting the number of people that are in the shop at the moment.
I mean,
we haven't restarted our gaming yet, but we're looking to how we can do that safely and as soon as possible.
It looks like a decent sized store. So what is your limit there?
We are 2,000 square feet in total. The shop floor is about half of that, and we're limiting it to about 3 customers or bubbles at once.
That's good. I like it. So maybe Theo, is it? Theo could give us a little bit more of a tour. There we go, folks. We've found Dave again. We've sorted it, and he's out in a store. We had a couple of questions while we were sorting those tech things out. So if you can hear it, one of them is, what's your favorite new game that's coming out?
Oh, So new game is a really tricky one because I like all sorts of games. Of the games on our new release sheet, my favourite, most recent one is Drunken Sailor. This is a really nice drawing party game where you're all drunken sailors telling the story through illustrations and crayons of one of your drunken adventures. Unfortunately, one of you doesn't remember that adventure, and you have to pretend that you do and try and trick everyone into figuring out, into not believing that you're the drunken sailor who doesn't know what's going on.
So it's like a collaborative set of stuff with crayons, is that right?
Exactly that. It's really good fun.
Nice. I like it. And another question was about, they mentioned OP, which if you've not learned that yet is organised play. I would take this opportunity to recommend a fabulous seminar that we're going to have over at Virtually Expo about the esoteric knowledge of gaming by Matt Coward. Saturday morning, self-plug there, but you know. But yeah, organised play. Are you getting to that yet? What is the plans? I'm guessing you're not live with that yet.
We're absolutely not live with that yet. We're keeping careful eye on all of the government advice, and we basically want to do it safely. Much as I really miss all of our regular customers and regular players, it's not worth people's lives. So as soon as we think it's safe to do so, both for our staff and our customers, we'll be opening it up again. But I really want to see what the change in the government guidelines are when they start reopening gyms and other bits and pieces, and how we can turn that into safely gaming for a load of people.
And what's your normal organised play setup and things for the game shop?
Well, normally we have 3 whole floors of extra space as well as tables down the back. We see, before the pandemic, we saw an average of 350 people a week in to play all sorts of games. We have wargaming nights, a whole host of card game nights, lots of role playing, including Dungeons and Dragons Adventurers League, which we're still running online at the moment to keep our community going. Every Saturday from 5 o'clock on Discord.
Nice.
Yeah, it's been going really well. Theo, again, has been orchestrating that for us.
Oh, excellent. I can see behind you the Dungeons and Dragons wall. I can see some familiar stuff. Can we go a little bit closer and have a look at what you've got up there? I'm on the hunt for some limited edition covers, but
we have a few of those left up the top.
Oh,
that's
excellent.
very cool.
Very nice. So you run Dungeons and Dragons online via your Discord. What else have you managed to get online? What have you been up to?
Well, in an effort to keep everyone interested in the shop and know what we're doing, my assistant manager Andy and myself have been playing a load of games over Twitch. We played a miniature Frostgrave campaign. We played some of the new Elder Scrolls Call to Arms miniature game. And we've been playing Memoir 44, which is a classic board war game that's really good fun.
Nice. I think we've seen your Game Shop comment in the Twitch chat there. So anybody can hop over, give you guys a follow as well. Check out some gaming.
Yeah, please do.
So we've seen a little bit of your card games down at the front. We've got some wonderful Dungeons and Dragons there with some very shiny covers on that shelf there. And you've got that lovely little stand of brand new games. What else have you got down there in the game shop?
Well, let me show you our board game section. If you go that way, Theo. This is, we've recently moved it. It is all of our board games alphabetically by publisher, so that it's easy for all of us to find stuff when people are looking for them.
That's very pleasing to a nerd. Yes, I like that.
Absolutely. I worked for a long time in games distribution, and that was how we organised all of the games there. And so I've sort of carried it over into working in the shop.
So we've got a little bit of Catan. I love some Castle Panic. That's a great family game.
Yeah, terrific game.
Dominion in there. What a Wingspan.
Oh, you've got Wingspan. That's very cool.
Wingspan left in stock.
That's amazing.
If anyone wants any of these, please message our Facebook page and we can get them in the post to you straight away.
Good lad.
Good effort, yeah. So you got some Pokemon plushies up on the top shelf there as well. Exciting. Look at that. They're back.
Got a limited number of those left over from some of our bosses' escapades in Japan. And over here, we've got a whole bunch of our games that are good for self-isolating with. The detective series especially is fantastic. It's like CSI Your Hometown. Really good fun.
Very cool.
And then you've got, is that the LA expansion for that as well?
Yeah, up the top here.
And what's
That's
that
marvellous.
just? What's that just underneath it? Is that Sushi Go?
That's Sushi Roll. We also have Sushi Go and Sushi Go Party.
Nice.
Sushi Roll is the dice game version of it.
Oh, I've not seen that one. Sushi Roll is very cool.
This one actually pioneered at your show last year.
Yep. Very much so.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a cracking version of the game.
Got a bit of Rhino Hero down there. So my first experience of Rhino Hero was at the Hilton at the Games Expo, where they started on one of the low coffee tables, and they built it, and then you had these 6-foot people standing on chairs in the entire bar watching until the whole thing collapsed. And there was this massive cheer, and I then went and bought Rhino Hero because it's awesome. So yeah, very cool.
Fantastic. This is the Super Battle version, which is twice as large.
Oh,
nice.
oh, that's very cool.
I love
Really
how
good.
it's you've got all these little islands with lovely different kind of breakout games on them. They're really cool.
Exactly.
And
And then over here we have our Games Workshop section. Again, we've moved that recently. We carry the whole Box 300 range of Games Workshop stuff, and we have their new releases just at the top of the stairs there, along with a full range of paints and modelling accessories and all the other bits and pieces. We have a fantastic community of wargamers that we're really missing.
That's
Both
very
the
cool.
Club and our normal club, and we host another local club on another night as well, Camberley Warlords.
Excellent.
Legends DM. This is the Game Shop Aldershot. We've got the lovely Dave here in shot. They're well, Dave, you can tell us again. Where can we find you, rather than me just?
Yeah, we're in Aldershot in the south of England. We're about 20 minutes from Guildford or 40 minutes out of Waterloo by train. Aldershot is quite a small town, but the Game Shop's been here for about 37 years in one incarnation or the other. Normally, we host all sorts of different organised play and different bits and pieces of gaming, but at the moment we're working as a shop and a mail order, and we can do click and collect and local delivery, which is largely me sort of going for a nice walk and visiting customers and chatting on their doorsteps.
It's lovely. It's really nice that you can have that sort of local service and that kind of friendly community around your shop.
It's really good. We miss everyone so much, but like I was saying earlier, it's important to us that everyone's safe when they come to the store.
Yeah. Those who have arrived, we missed. Who was it? Rob with the face mask on. Was that the gent's name?
Is it?
Yeah, it was Jack.
Jack, sorry, apologies. Jack wearing his face mask, which was very good. I appreciate that.
We'll call him Rob from now on.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I do appreciate that too.
We've got Theo as my cameraman for today as well.
Yeah. So we've seen a little bit of a glimpse further up the stairs there. What have you got? What else have we got in the store? Because this is a huge store. It's amazing.
So this section is essentially all of our Dungeons and Dragons miniatures.
Wow.
We've got our Games Workshop new releases here, and then all down here is a variety of D&D minis. We have the Bones selection of miniatures here, and then we've got a selection of sort of the Pathfinder miniatures, the D&D spell cards and giant dragons, and then further back we've got some more obscure war games like Infinity and Star Wars Legion, and then down here we've got our independent Games Workshop games. I'll see if I can get Theo up to give you a bit of a.
I was going to say it just keeps going back.
It does. It's a bit like a gun shop. Just keeps going.
Just keeps going.
There's a bit of
so
Blood Bowl there, and
I'll appear down the other end of the screen.
it's like Annika Rice, isn't it? It's like treasure hunt. There we go.
So up here we've got some Frostgrave and some BattleTech and Marvel Crisis Protocol.
We're being asked if the game shop has a play area also.
We do. I'll show you that in just a second.
Oh,
Wow.
Marvel Crisis, that's very pretty.
And then over here we've got a load more Dungeons and Dragons miniatures and maps.
So I was gonna ask if you don't have it in stock, can you get? But obviously you probably do.
I hope to. We have really good relations with the main supplier, who I think is a sponsor of your show, Asmodee.
Yes,
And
indeed.
we also have a bunch of relationships with other stores. So if we can't find it, I can find you a store that can and put you in touch with them.
Oh, that's excellent.
That's very cool.
That's really good for your click and collect. I was thinking, what if we wanted something esoteric? But you clearly have
I give it a good go. If you go down the other way, Theo, we'll show you the other aisle.
It is big, isn't it?
It's phenomenal.
1,000 square feet of shop floor. So here we've got Legion and X-Wing.
Yep.
Ooh.
Nice.
That pans back to Infinity. And then over this side, we've got some role-playing starter sets and small card games.
Oh, look at them. A little bit of Legend of the Five Rings there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then if you come back.
Oh, Theo, just back up a little bit. What's that? Is that what was that plaque on the wall there?
Oh.
What's that?
This is our WPN premium plaque.
Wow. So this is for WPN is the Wizards Play Network, which is part of what Adventure League is, but most notably Magic the Gathering.
Absolutely. And to be a WPN premium store, you have to meet a 40 tick box criteria and a certain number of organised play criteria as well, like a certain number of events and other bits. There are currently 13 WPN premium stores in the country, and Wizards' goal for the system is for it to represent the top 5% of stores in the world. So we worked really hard to get that, and we are very, very proud of it.
I think it deserves a round of applause by the sounds of the...
That's very nice.
Yeah,
very good.
very impressive. And then we've got
mystery shops for it and all sorts of other bits. Can you get all of the role-playing shop?
I don't think you can, no. It looks like there's lots.
It's going to back up. I love you've even got a dragon head on the wall.
Amazing.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
So this is our roleplay section. It is bigger than it deserves to be, sadly, but I'm really passionate about roleplay, so I just keep buying more and more of it.
Millie and I also have a habit like that, so we understand.
Yes, totally understand.
We also have this whole bottom shelf is our second-hand book range. So if people have old role-playing books that they no longer can give a good home to, we offer to rehome them, and then we offer people store credit or a bit of cash if and when they sell.
Awesome.
So if you're looking for that particular Psionics book from AD&D 2nd edition, there's a chance that you might have it.
Absolutely. We have a huge pile of stuff in the basement hidden away that gets restocked up here. And then, as one of your guys was asking earlier, this is, if you turn around, this is our this is where Andy and I have been live streaming, and where up until recently I was on the school. And it's our shop floor gaming area. It's normally a bit more expansive than this, but we've changed our layout a little bit to accommodate the current effects. We've got our demo library and some cabinets down the back. It also is the home of my modest Dwarven Forge collection.
Why is that modest, Dave? How many crates have you got?
Moving on.
So, folks who don't know, Dwarven Forge make amazing miniature terrain, largely for I know it mostly from like role playing games to do your little dungeon delve. So it's
often called Gamer Dollhouse, because if you leave it out on a table, people just build the most amazing dungeons and villages and all kinds of things going on. It's very absorbing.
It's really good, and I don't have a problem, and I can stop anytime I want. My collection is definitely not worth more than my car.
That seems reasonable. We've had a question about, is there space to play and things in the shop? So you've obviously got a huge shop floor down there, and you're saying you had other rooms as well.
Yeah, would you like a quick tour of the games rooms?
That would be amazing. Can we do that?
Sure.
Yes,
they're not set up for gaming at the moment, obviously, because they're being left fallow, but you're welcome to come and see them. I'll get Theo to follow me in as steady cam a way as possible.
I love it. Do you know, my fact about Annika Rice and Treasure Hunt was that she got the job because the cameramen with all their kit were the only people who could keep up with her. Yeah. So
that's amazing.
She got it.
So back here, we've got a large box.
This is the unscripted part of the tour, folks.
Yeah, that's cool artwork. Look at that.
So we had this made by a friend of the shop who makes vinyls for ambulances and fire engines. If you back up, you should be able to get as much of it as possible, Theo. And
wow.
Yeah. We had an awful lot of fun trying to get the wrinkles out of it, but we were really proud of it. up until recently, we had a whiteboard that was Wizards gave the shop when it first started organised play about 15 years ago. And on it, the customer service number was a direct line for one of the guys at Wizards of the Coast. And they had no idea how to turn off that direct line.
Oh, bless. That's amazing.
So if you follow us up, we've got some posters on the walls.
Oh, a nice Theros poster there.
Good artwork. That's very cool.
Oh, there's Volo's Guide.
Awesome.
And a giant magic card. Oath of... oh, wow.
That's tremendous. I remember the first time I saw magic cards as the paintings, and obviously they need to be big, but it doesn't, in your head, it doesn't think that they're big, but they're actually pretty cool. More artwork up the stairs.
A supplier of
lovely.
of prints of Magic and Dungeons and Dragons art via our head office. And I took one look at them and took one of each of them back to the shop, and we've just put them on our walls. And I've been selling them direct from our walls.
Wow.
That's amazing.
They do look phenomenal with the Zariel from Avernus and the DM screen on the other side there.
Yeah.
I just flex my D&D picture knowledge.
Yes, your nerd is strong.
This is Games Room 1. This room is traditionally used for our Pokemon Club and role-playing throughout the week, as well as some of our Magic events and stuff like that. We currently is set up for streaming Memoir 44 for a lot of the time. And we were really lucky to get these beautiful triptychs from the Pokemon Company. They are A1 posters of the 3 evolutions of the starter Pokemon. I'll just call this Sword and Shield.
That's amazing.
And they are absolutely beautiful. Kate, do you remember Dylan?
I do, yes. Oh, yes, I do.
He's the mastermind behind these posters.
That's tremendous. Good lad. Huh.
Yeah. And then we've also got a few more bits of D&D art, as I know my audience.
Excellent. Oh,
Yeah, nice.
They are so shiny.
So we also have our code of conduct up in every room. Let's see if we get good. And our advertising boards and clip frames for us to change different adverts for stuff that's going on. This room holds 3 role-playing groups normally, or up to 30 people playing card games.
Very cool. That's very cool.
Last year we installed air conditioning, which made it absolutely lovely in the summer.
Nice.
If you follow me, I'll show you the next bit.
There's
Got more.
Well,
do you ever lose gamers? I mean, do you,
Yes.
you don't just come in the morning and there's some person just gone to sleep happily in a pile of board games or role-playing games?
We have to carefully check every time we close.
Right. Oh, look at that.
Those are old art styles by John Blanche.
Give us a
from
wave,
Magic.
Theo. That's very cool.
Good to see you in the reflection.
Excellent. Hello.
And we have an old cabinet up here. This has got some painting commission people and some old figures that we found in the basement.
Excellent. So if people paint things and stuff and are part of your shop, can they give you things to display there? Is that
Absolutely,
something?
that's what that one's for.
Wonderful.
And then we've got a whole bunch more magic art.
Oh, the banners there from earlier sets.
It's very cool. Look at that.
You doing okay?
I'm good.
Cool.
Not gonna fall.
Keep coming. We've got some fantastic unglued art that we were sent by Wizards.
Unglued was the set that did all weird things, wasn't it?
It's entirely peculiar. You spend time looking at them and you just see more and more stuff.
Yeah. Oh,
Very
there's
cool.
A little bit of Star Wars there. Oh, there's the
Yay.
alt arts from the Hydro 74. There's more
Nice.
Star Wars Rebellion. Oh, man. I'm just nerding out about the artwork. Never mind the size of the game shop. It's phenomenal.
So this is the antechamber up to room 2. This is our main gaming space.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Oh, look at the banners.
It obviously looks a lot bigger currently because we haven't got any of our tables set up or other bits. This room holds 40 gamers comfortably playing cards. We use it for whatever our special event each weekend is. It hosts magic events, it hosts our Pokemon Club for after school gaming. We can fit 3 or 4 role-play groups in here comfortably. This is the mainstay of our gaming space. We can see we've got some Game of Thrones banners that were made by our Game of Thrones organiser. We've got some classic Magic banners.
Fantastic.
We've got, again, more brilliant art from Wizards. And we also have some Star Wars Legion, I think,
yes.
banner art that we commissioned for
Jedi, Mandalorian, Imperial, Wicked.
I think, or a regional event that we ran. Yeah, we commissioned these banners. We had a whole load of staff in costume. One of our regulars teaches lightsaber combat as a martial art. So
awesome.
We had him in to do some demonstrations. I had an awful lot of fun having a fight with him because I also teach historical sword fighting. So it was really nice to see the differences.
It looks very light in all the rooms as well.
Sheets of magic.
Yeah.
Yes,
it's very.
Sorry, go on, Kate.
I say it looks very light in there. I mean, you say you've got aircon, which is obviously amazing, but it also looks very light in the rooms. Oh.
Are we still live?
Yes.
We are. Yes, we had a little bit of a stutter because obviously, we're right up at the top of the store now, so we might be a little bit far away from our router, but this is phenomenal, Dave.
That's what it is. So this year, our big refit has been to replace all of our lights with LEDs, and we are 2/3 of the way through the shop before the pandemic hit. So
very cool.
Wrong with that. Hopefully, the Wi-Fi will let us show you the last 2 rooms.
There's more.
There's more.
Yeah, the chat channel have just said it's not the top of the shop yet.
No, that's correct. Keep coming.
Do you have a wizard's tower on top? Is this some kind of, that's tremendous.
Well, a friend of mine once joked that we could put some of our products up on top of an obstacle course on the roof and we can still sell things to people.
Awesome.
So this is room 3. This is a room that is almost exclusively used for role playing. And it's a nice private room and that we let people in to do stuff. We've fitted whiteboards on that and we've got some more art at this end.
Very cool.
Oh, there's the Xanathar. He's watching you.
Always.
Yeah. And then at this end, again, during one of our Star Wars premiere events, we had an artist come in and do sketches over the course of the day on her partner played. And they're up for sale along with Tiamat.
Apparently, you're being claimed as being a wizard, and this is actually extra-dimensional space.
I mean, that's one of the nicest ways anyone's called me a wizard. So keep following me, and I'll show you a war room.
Wow, you have a war room.
We do have an entire war room.
I'm assuming there's no fighting in the war room.
There's no fighting anywhere in the shop. That would be against our health and safety.
That's fair. This is immense.
I was deceived by
you
the
might get a brief
little...
view of the outside of all the...
There we go.
Keep coming in. I'm not quite sure how tidy this is because I haven't been up here for several months. But this is the war room.
And the...
We can have between 6 to 8 6-foot by 4-foot tables. On the walls, you can see some of our 4x4 boards that can be put together to make bigger spaces. And we also, though they're tidied away at the moment, we've got a whole host of terrain tucked away at the back. And we have a whole load of battle mats. And in fact, I'll come around this way and Theo can show you some of our terrain.
Oh, there's more there.
Oh,
look at that.
Wow.
This is all the public stuff, and then for specific games, we have some extremely nice stuff that's sort of kept away unless we make tables for specific events.
That's very, very cool.
Just see if I can show you that room because it's a little bit behind the scenes there.
That's very cool. Theo, have a turn round to have a look at the rest of the room, would you? Please. Good lad. Thank you.
Look at that.
It's huge again, isn't it?
Look at all the space.
Oh, it's all the boards hung on the walls. Oh, that's super clever. That is clever.
That's right. Like this is
amazing.
phenomenally deceptive. I saw the quaint little shop front photograph of the game shop, and now it's actually more like a giant castle.
Yeah,
This is
Thanks very much.
cool.
that's very good.
We are, unsurprisingly, having such a large tour, getting close to the end of time we have. So is there one more space you're going to show us?
This is all of the space. You probably don't need to see the paint room. It's a little bit behind the scenes.
Okay.
And just piles of boxes.
Keep the magic for a different day. I like it.
That's fine.
Exactly.
So if people want to get involved in gaming, at the shop, do they need to sign up? Have you got a schedule? Where do they find that?
If you go to our Facebook page, we have groups for all of our different types of gaming. Facebook groups for all of them, and most of the games get arranged through them. In normal times, we have specific nights for specific things, but as we restart OP, we don't know what that's going to look like yet. So please follow us on the various social medias. Facebook is where we're most active, and you'll see all of the updates as we get them, along with our new releases and our Twitch streams and other bits and pieces.
That's amazing. We've had some lovely things in the chat. Someone has said it's a castle of gaming joy. And then somebody else has said it's not just because of the building. He said it's also because the staff are all wicked too.
Oh,
That's a lovely thing. So thank you for joining in as well, folks.
Yeah, this has been I know we had a chat beforehand, like spoiling the magic that we don't just dial into game shops around the UK and get surprised, but I'm genuinely amazed at the size of the base and how clean and bright it is there.
Yes,
and
lovely artwork. That's amazing.
Phil will lead you back down on the whirlwind tour.
Folks,
So
if you have any questions, now's the chance to just throw them in chat, and we'll get them to Dave and co as Theo. Careful, Theo. As we head downstairs.
That's amazing. Look at this. It is. It's bright. It's light. It's airy. There seems to be tons of things going on. This is wicked.
It's very important to us that anytime people come to the shop, it's welcoming, regardless of what they're here for, whether it's to buy games or to play games. It needs to be the sort of place people want to spend time, and we're really keen on making that happen to the best way possible.
That's very, very cool.
See Theo downstairs.
Yes, that's probably a good plan. Look at this. Definitely. Yeah, as the chat suggests, you guys must get your steps in. So
Absolutely.
that's awesome. Wicked. Right, did everyone remember that route? Because we're going to do it as a quiz later. Get in and out of the Game Shop Aldershot dungeon. Yeah.
You got me centre.
Yeah, there we go. All right.
Wow. I am genuinely speechless at the shop. It's amazing, Dave. You should be so proud.
Would like to see. We've I can take you through for some of the other freestanding shelves. Come on down to the front.
That's tremendous.
This section is our family games, so it sort of finishes off the triptych of games to self-isolate with, our new releases, and some great family games.
That's really cool. That's very cool. So you have a big range of folk come in. You've got families and kids as well as sort of the adult gamers and things as well. Is that right? Absolutely.
I'm sure you're familiar with figuring out how to market to people, but our age demographic is so wide, from 7 and 8 year old Pokemon players to I think our oldest Magic player is 78.
Wow, that's tremendous.
It's a huge demographic, and everyone is so welcoming, and it's so refreshing to see how friendly people are. When at the height of our Dungeons and Dragons Adventurers League, we were getting 80 to 90 people a week. And we were frantically scrabbling to find DMs for them. It's a bit quieter now that it's online, but we still have that community welcome in the store every week, or we will do once we can do it again.
Oh, that's amazing.
Very cool.
It's been a pleasure having this tour around your store, Dave.
I'm really glad to show it to all you guys.
It's brilliant.
Thanks very much for inviting me on. It's been really nice talking to you guys.
Yeah, we probably also now have a list of things we're going to want from you.
Yes,
so.
It's already been suggested, Kate, that we go down there and visit them once this is
be more than welcome. That would be fantastic.
Yeah. I'm game for that. But yes, thank you very much for the tour. We're coming up to a moment, the end of time we have, which is unfortunate because I want to now have a look at all the different games on the shelves. But you do some wonderful videos on your Facebook page for weekly new releases, which you can see the links on the screen right now. The Game Shop Aldershot, you just need to search in Facebook. And you are playing games. Give your Twitch a shout because I haven't added that to the overlay.
Our Twitch is the Game Shop Aldershot on Twitch. I think we're sharing it now, and hopefully one of my staff will be chatting in there with your guys. Andy and myself play 3 times a week. Typically, it is Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. At the moment, we're about to finish our Memoir 44 campaign. Unfortunately, can't immediately lay my hands on a copy of Memoir 44, but probably by the end of the sentence, I will have done.
Subtle as his. Look at this. See, he's a wizard. He's got mage hand. That's the thing, right?
Is it out of shot?
There we go. And he handed it the right way up this time.
Yes.
It was good. Yeah, we've had some problems with that in the past.
Yeah.
And we've also played Frostgrave and the new, that's going to fall over, and the new Mordifius Elder Scrolls Call to Arms game on there. And I think this Saturday we might have some Blood Bowl as well.
Ooh, very
We've got
nice.
a special guest star coming in to do social distance Blood Bowl with Andy.
Nice.
Awesome. That sounds good. We'll make sure that we have all of these up later on in the post.
Typically that's from 2 till 3 on the days that we run it, providing that we get in time and stuff like that.
That's amazing, Dave. Again, this is phenomenal. Everybody, please go and give them a follow. Go and have check them out on Facebook and Twitter and everything. And if you can, get down there to Aldershot and say hi.
Please do. We'd be delighted to see people coming in and checking out our store.
Lovely. Thank you.
No worries. Thanks for having me.
As I said earlier, if you want us to come and have a tour of your local game shop, all you have to do is get in touch, either through the Facebook or the Twitters. You can even whisper us here on Twitch. We're going to take a short comfort break right now, and then we'll be back.